sciatic nerve cranky right now? Is it sending a fiery, burny, sharp pain down your leg? Well, today in this video, I'm going to share you what I'm calling a disruptive move that's different from your regular sciatic nerve flossing. My name is Lisa Workman, clinical exercise physiologist, kinesiologist, and yoga therapist, here to share with you real moves for real life. Let's get started. So before we go into any of the movements, I just want to quickly get you oriented to your sciatic nerve. And with that, I need you to introduce you to my friend, Pelvis Presley. Ta-da! Pelvis Presley is here to help us show off this long, luscious nerve I'm terming swiveling sciatica nerve. Yes, of course, because Pelvis Presley likes to move his hips, and so of course the sciatic nerve has to keep up and swivel along too. So as you can see, we've got this beautiful bright yellow nerve that comes off of our bottom vertebra. Come all the way out here through and down through what's called your pelvic outlet. So this nerve, as you can see, gets small before it gets big, and it's quite substantial. In some cases, it's almost as big as your thumb. It is big, but it also traces all the way down the leg bone. So here, unfortunately, Pelvis lost his leg, but we can say that this nerve goes all the way down the leg. And so I show this to you today because it's really important to know where those nerves live in your body. There are tissues, muscles, connective tissue that support those nerves all around the pelvis. So Pelvis Presley, thank you for being the demonstrator and giving everyone a sense of where the sciatic nerve is. Well, let's get started with the movement. But before we move forward into this new version, I want to give you a demonstration of the traditional version. I was going to say old, but we'll say traditional version. The traditional way that sciatic nerve flossing is taught. So where you want to be is on some form of seat. I've chosen to sit on this seat or chest because it raises me up. My feet are not touching the ground. So if you can find somewhere to sit that's actually letting the feet be elevated, that's probably the best place you want to be. That could be a bar stool, that could be on the edge of your bed if it's firm enough. It could still be in a regular dining chair. You just simply sit back into the chair so that your feet have some freedom to move, because they are going to be moving up and away from the floor multiple times. Other than that, I want you to think about sitting up nice and tall. There is an opportunity to check in with your posture as we go, but I do want to encourage you to stay upright as much as you can for this version. So we'll start with extending one of our legs out straight. That is sort of our litmus test to first check and see, how does this feel? And if that sharp sciatic pain grabs you, then do lower it. It doesn't have to be fully extended up high, but that's sort of our test. And then slowly lower it down. Let's check the other side. There are two sciatic nerves in your body, so each leg is going to have their own independent nerve. So we do need to check it on the other side. So slowly straighten the other leg and just see how that feels in your body. Good. And then we'll lower it down. So to begin, we are going to straighten our right leg forward. So have it extend far. See what's comfortable for you. This may even elicit a bit of sensation to start with. So just simply raise it as high as it's comfortable for you. Then I want you to bend it, but while you bend it, tuck your chin down towards your chest. So adding the head and neck movement. Then send the leg back up, and while you do so, lift the chin up and extend the head back. So I'll flow through this a couple times here on my right hand side, watching how you're moving. This is the traditional instructions, or the one that is more common. And now I'm going to switch sides just so you have another view. Kicking the leg out to begin with, get a sense of what this feels like, because you have two sciatic nerves, not just one. So each side could be different. So it's important to sort of give a little attention to both sides so that you know maybe one is not enjoying the movement the same way as the other. So moving through, you're tucking the chin as the heel comes down, and then as you extend the leg straight, you're extending the neck back, and you can look up towards the ceiling. All the while, see if you can sit relatively straight in your chair. You know, part of this nerve floss can also include a little bit of a slumping forward action. So here's that version, rolling forward and then coming back up and lifting. You know, that's possible, but do try to keep yourself relatively still through the torso. It's just only another option to play with. Okay, there you have it. You can see what the typical sciatic nerve flossing looks like. Here's where I'm disrupting maybe the internet and showing you another way of doing it. So to begin, we are going to straighten our right leg forward. So have it extend far. See what's comfortable for you. This may even elicit a bit of sensation. What to do is potentially going to require a towel. This is just your regular bath towel, beach towel if you so desire. We're going to fold it up and then roll it like a fancy hotel rolled towel. And this is simply just a tool to support us in the action. It's not absolutely necessary that you have this rolled towel, but it's nice to have it just from the beginning. I'm going to stick it into my armpit and let my arm rest over top of it. My other hand is going to place right onto my breastbone, and if possible, even bring the middle finger to rest right underneath your chin. So this hand here is going to encourage you to sit tall. Yes, I'm not going to slump into it. See if you can sit tall on your pelvis. So sitting up nice and tall. Let the bottom hands here, just fingers in hand, just rest. They don't need to do anything at all. So we're going to straighten this leg while we bend over that way. Okay, are we ready? So straighten the leg and tip over and away from the direction of your leg. Let the leg come down and sit all the way up nice and tall. Great, let's try that again. Straighten the leg, tip your spine over that towel, and then sit up nice and tall. You'll notice this is actually quite a small movement. We are shifting ourselves over, rounding our spine, but keeping our chin over top of the spine as to not let the head do the work, because this is what could happen. That's not the same thing. I want to move from further down in your spine rather than at your neck, and very common for our neck to want to do it. So let's go to the other side and see what shows up on this other side. Rolled towel underneath the arm, hand right on that breastbone, middle finger right under that chin, bottom hand just relax at your side. And this time we're straightening our other leg out as we tip over and away. Good. Bend the knees, sitting up nice and tall, and we'll go again. Straighten the leg and tip over. Now, it's quite likely you're going to need to concentrate on the side bend, moving your shoulders, your head all the way over in this nice side bend. Now, you're really probably quite skilled now with straightening your leg. It's going to be the upper body piece that you're going to take a little bit of time with. You may even want to just practice over to the side without the leg lift, just to play with it and see if you can get that action. So instead of moving in forward and back space, which there's no problem with, totally fine, totally helpful for the sciatic nerve, this one is a little different, using the spine in a different way, moving it in a different way. We're moving it side to side in what is called a different plane of action. So we're using our spine differently to then for lack of a better word, disrupt that sciatic nerve and give it a chance to have a different movement than the regular nerve floss. So give it a try and let me know down in the comments how it feels in your body to try this different side bending version. Well, that's a wrap for this episode of Real Moves for Real Life. Again, my name is Lisa Workman, clinical exercise physiologist, kinesiologist, and yoga therapist, wanting you to move better so that you move more often. And I will be quite remiss if I don't bring back my favorite friend here, Mr. Pelvis Presley and Mr. Swiveling, or dare I say singing sciatica. P.S. I don't want you to have a singing sciatica, so I really hope that yours doesn't sing. Maybe it swivels, but doesn't sing. This has been a great opportunity to self-reflect and figure out, is there another movement that I can do to help support this sciatic nerve in my body? That's what it's all about. It's gaining awareness and knowing what you can do for yourself so that you can do all the activities you want to participate in. If you are looking for a little bit more support, I am inviting you to join me in the MedFit Movement Studio. It's my free online studio where we talk about physical activity, exercise, and movement all the time. And it's a super supportive community where we can learn about our bodies and learn how we can be the best version of ourselves. So check out in the description box down below. You can absolutely join for free. It's completely complimentary, and I'd love to have you there in the studio. And until next time, Mr. Pelvis Presley and I will see you again soon.